NRA National Firearms Museum. I'm with Phil Schreier, and this is not Guns and Gold, but this is Curator's Corner.
That's right.
Guns and Gold is on tonight here on Sportsman Channel. Phil, what do you have for us this week?
Well, John, last week you told me that we were moving from Thursdays to Mondays.
That's right.
So now I get to tell you we're moving again.
What?
Yep, that's right. The National Firearms Museum in Fairfax, which has been a part of the NRA headquarters since 1935, is opening yet another satellite museum, this time at the Bass Pro Shop headquarters flagship store in Springfield, Missouri.
Wow.
That's right. We're going to do that later on this summer. And in preparation for that, we're beginning to take a number of classic firearms from the Fairfax location and get them ready to take to Springfield, where we hope they'll be viewable by an even wider audience than we reach here in Fairfax every year.
That's awesome, because a lot of people would like to come here, but they can't.
That's right.
You guys go to them.
We go to them. We've got NRA Museum guns in Evergreen Air and Space out in McMinnville, Oregon. We have them down in Edgewood, Edgewood, New Mexico, where we did the exhibit with End of Trail, and now we have Bass Pro out in Missouri.
That's awesome.
Now, I don't want anybody to get the impression when they come to Fairfax it'll be like the ghost town that End of Trail's supposed to resemble.
Where are all the guns?
That's exactly. So what we're doing is we're bringing in new guns to Fairfax. So whereas some of our Hollywood guns that we've had on display for 2 years will make the trip to Missouri, we're bringing in new Hollywood guns to be shown here in Fairfax.
And quick, let me digress. Just saw the original Die Hard, and was so cool. After we've talked about those firearms, seen them, and then to watch it, you put an extra special, an emphasis on watching that movie. It's good stuff. So.
Well, one of our friends that has loaned us a number of the guns for this exhibit, Mike Papik, at Cinema Weaponry in Glendale, California, worked on the new Die Hard film with Bruce Willis for about 6 months when it was filmed over in Europe. So they got a lot of neat stuff, he says, coming up in that. Awesome. But in the meantime, our good buddy Chris Hearn, who's from New Jersey, member of SAS, is one of the premier John Wayne collectors in the country. Just brought this new single-action Colt. I can't really say it's new. It's a first-generation single-action Colt, but new to us for the exhibits. For the Hollywood Guns display, this was, as you may have already guessed, one of the revolvers John Wayne used for a couple of different appearances. Actually, we believe this was used by the Duke on a television special. So we're still doing some research into that. But it's typical of standard John Wayne fare. It's a 4 3/4 inch barrel. The ivory grips are aged, but these are actually a synthetic ivory. It's not real ivory. And of course, little bit of wear for the 3-finger grooves, which we've seen on a couple of other of these guns. It is a first-generation original Colt, which was very typical of the early Hollywood stunt guns. They were real guns. Today's collectors would go crazy to have something like this.
It's got to be so valuable because it's not just a first-generation Colt. It's one that John Wayne used.
Absolutely.
Forget about it.
So this will take the place of a similar John Wayne gun that was used in El Dorado, and that'll move to Springfield. And this, along with a number of other new firearms for the Hollywood Guns collection, will be on display in the William B. Ruger Gallery here at the museum.
Right, before we run out of time, I want you to do your John Wayne impression. So tell people how they can get information about the museum as John Wayne. Go ahead, because I love your John Wayne impression.
As John Wayne.
Go.
Well, you see there, the little pilgrim, you need to visit the National Firearms Museum. And that's off the interstate outside of Washington, D.C., on Interstate 66 from 9:30 to 5, 7 days a week, with the exception of Christmas Day. Admission is free, plenty of free parking. If you can't hit us up off the interstate, visit us on the internet, and that's at nramuseum.com. And we have every single gun that's on display in the museum online for you to get up close and personal.
Thank you, Phil, for another great edition of the Curator's Corner.
Thank you, John.